leave this stuff on this side. Hi, Anissa. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Wait, it's Tuesday, right? Yeah, it's Tuesday. Okay. I told you guys I'll be back. Life just hit me. It was a lot of stuff that's been going on. I have Ani running summer track now, so our schedule has just been a little bit busy, and I just have not had the time to really sit down and unwind to create my magic at home. So here I am. We're back. It's Tuesday. It's time for a margarita. It's time for a margarita, baby. So I am going to try to freestyle this today. So this is the reference of what I want to go for. I think it's super cute. So we are going to attempt to do this. I don't have crosses. But I do have these other gems of a flower. So since we have flowers on the nails, I figure, hey, the flower may be cute. So let's just do that. Since I don't have the crosses, but I do have some 4-point stars. So I guess we go implement this with this and just make this, okay? Let's see what we get, all right? So hello to all the people here. I am Tana Brene, and I'm on my journey learning Gelx nails. My nails have also been going through a battle. They've been going through a battle. So we still trying to get them to be repaired. But I'm using my Kiara Sky gel extensions today. And I'm gonna do both hands. I just don't know if I'm gonna do both hands on camera because I don't wanna be like pressing for time and stuff. But yeah. Can y'all believe next Wednesday? Guess where I'm going, y'all? Guess where I'm going next Wednesday? So those nails were long. We are just gonna have to implement the short nails for a while. No, I'm not going to a cruise, but I wish I was. Shoot. I'm going to a YouTube event. I'm going to the Creator Collective YouTube event here in Dallas. I applied for it and they picked me to attend. So I'm going. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. That's why I said, girl, you gotta get live and do something today. So yeah, I look a mess, so don't be looking at my reflection in my phone either. This Ani little phone. So yeah, this is what we're going for. Tanya, I was just telling them that we are going to an event on Wednesday. So me and Tanya are going together, guys. She was also accepted. So that's something that's, exciting that I have coming up. But yeah, this is the reference that we are going for today. Clock it, clock it, clock it. Okay. I got my chrome. I don't have an all gold chrome. This chrome is like a, yeah, like an iridescent. So I think it'll still look good. And thank you, Anissa. Okay. So we have our, y'all know we doing airbrush because what is a nail set without airbrush? Okay. It looks like it's just one nail that has airbrush. So I may do my thumb. I don't know. We just gonna figure it out because she not showing her thumbs. But we have our polishes. I got this from Beetles. Y'all see this is 55 colors here. So we just go grab basically the oranges, the orange shades. And then this is like a white and a milky white. Oh, and then I need black. But I'm just gonna use this black from the gel bottle. So yeah, this is pure white. And then this one is like a milky white. So I'm gonna use this milky white for the flower because they don't look like a harsh white. It's like a soft white in the flower. Can you see that? It looks like there's a little bit of maybe orange airbrush up in here. Oh, okay, so I'll need the white pearls too. I don't have those small little rings, but that's okay. We ain't gonna stress it. But we do have the gold balls. All right, y'all, so let me get into it. I just want to know if I could, I don't want the screen to go black on me though. I want to just keep this here and it don't go out. Y'all, we got our crack. We got the crack back. We got our crack back. Because I was using a different top coat and it just was not. It was just, it wasn't. It was not giving like at all. So we have our Koopa. This is the best top coat in the world. I haven't tried anything else that's been better than this. Even though when I be getting these bottles, it be smelling like bacon. See, this one don't smell like bacon. A little bit. It smells like Vicks Vapor Rub mixed with bacon. All right, guys, so let's get into it. Wait a minute, let me see if I can take off the screen lock for a minute. Because I just need this phone to stay. Auto lock. Okay, so let me see. Hopefully it does not do that. So let's see if that worked with it. I think I took off something. I took off some setting. So we gonna see if that worked. All right, y'all. So I'm just putting all the polish with each other, trying to get it a little organized here so I can keep this close by me. All right. All right, we have our reference. These are long nails, so we not go, I don't have long, and plus I don't want them too long either. Now, she do have black flowers here. I'm gonna have to implement something. Maybe I can make a blooming black flower, a blooming gel flower right there. I'll try. Okay. We going to the YouTube event next week, girl. We gotta find an outfit. I still gotta find an outfit. It's been a lot going on. Ow. All right, I know I need to use these. Yep. I guess I can do something to my cuticles. Ooh, I ain't did no nails in so long. I hope my nail drill is not dead. Let's hope for that. Okay, I'm trying to find me a good watch. I ain't watched Karamo in a minute, so I guess. Well, my relationship with Anita, it started about 7 or 8 My TV ain't too loud, is it, y'all? We met because her boyfriend was a good friend of mine. He introduced me. And since the moment we met, we connected. So hopefully y'all get my flow. Hopefully you guys get my flow of how I do my nails. I normally do one hand, and then I'll go on and do a press-on set on the other hand. Okay. Our relationship just took a turn for the worse, and I just didn't understand why. So what caused the question in your relationship? Because she changed. She seemed to be like a totally different person. It went from sisters to I'll call you back. It seems like she's so spoiled, and I'm just not into catering to women. So have you ever asked her why she wasn't being supported? It doesn't matter what I say. Like, she's that friend that she'll hear you, but she doesn't hear you, if that makes sense. I'm just tired. Like, I don't know if it can be fixed. Have you ever had issues like this with her in the past? No issues at all. So since the plane, has there been any communication that you've had with her? We have communication, but it's different. We went from talking every day, every night, spending time. My cuticles were in desperate need. You got some pen on me? That must have been when I signed on these signatures this morning. Maybe you can help, because me telling her, she's not going to get it. But maybe coming from you, you can salvage what we have. If it's even worth salvaging, I don't know. Maybe it's not. I think it's worth salvaging. And she has to be understanding that this is not a one-sided thing. Like, she has to be willing to change. And change in what way? Stop thinking that everything revolves around what you think and what you feel. I have feelings too. So you want her to acknowledge your feelings more? Yes. I understand. Okay. So I figured it out with the screen. It ain't locked. It ain't closed yet, so yay. I'm gonna have to utilize this more. Doing it that way. Baby girl. Thanks. I'm just tired. I see the audience, they feel a little different about that. They feel a little different. You know, I want to hear both sides. Your husband and her fiance are close. The guys are guys. You girls just handle that. Like, they don't want to be bothered with it. But I can tell it has put distance in us as a whole, the four of us, because we did everything together. And they barely see each other now because of our relationship being distant. Got it, got it. So today you want her to, from your words, understand that you feel as if she can be self-centered, but you want her to acknowledge your feelings. Yes. And
If she wants something from you, can you do what she needs from you? If it makes sense to me. Well, all right. So listen, I want to hear Bonita's side of the story. Everyone, help me please welcome Dr. Bonita to the show.
Okay, they go copyright me for that 1 second. For that one little second.
You were watching backstage. You know what she had to say. Yeah. So I'm jealous. So let's be clear. Bonita Parker, Dr. Bonita Parker, and jealousy don't even belong in the same sentence anytime, anywhere, anyhow, ever. Okay? So let's start there. Second of all, I tried to support you in your stage play. You were the one who took it upon yourself to invite all of your friends, all of your other friends, but no. You listen this time. You took it upon yourself to invite all of your friends and didn't to be a part of your stage play except for me. So, I was the one that had to buy a ticket and sit in the audience like a stranger. I'm going to tell you why. It wasn't excluding her. It was excluding me. Everybody who she considered a close friend was either in the play or behind the scenes making the play happen. Okay. And everything is not for everybody.
It's been about 20 days since I have not been on live or like doing my nails. So guys, I'm trying to get that mojo back. So I'm learning how to be more consistent. I'm trying to learn to really take this serious and to, you know, utilize my time better. But I have missed y'all. Y'all know I don't have many friends here. But really, Tanya. So.
She was getting married. During her planning her wedding and her bridal shower, guess what? All of those same friends that was on the stage play were the ones planning her bridal shower. Bridal shower has nothing to do with me. I thought you were going to be busy. Oh, I didn't want to bother you. That is very so true. Your engagement or the wedding party, did you say, well, I thought you'd be busy? Did you say that? I don't even remember saying that, but I did not pick the people to give me my bridal shower. I didn't pick those people. I understand that you didn't pick the people, but once you knew that the people that decided to do it didn't invite your best friend, why? She was invited. I was invited to the bridal shower to sit in the audience. Because I had nothing to do with that. Like, I have other things going on in my head. I wasn't worried about the bridal shower. Let me say that. It seems like for me that you're not getting what you need from outreach in the relationship. So
Okay. Still look a mess, but we getting somewhere.
Do you feel like she celebrates your success? On social media. When she feels like it, because I say the same thing to her on social media. Well, what happens when you don't? I'm on the front. What happened on my birthday? All of my friends showed up except for my best friend. How did that make you feel? Terrible. It made me reevaluate and look at the friendship differently. And in my mind, I gave her another opportunity. You wasn't feeling well, but the next day you were out at a party. Oh, okay. I wasn't at a party the next day. You was so. It's all on social media. The receipts are on social media.
Ooh, Lord, girl. They so petty.
I don't think that Dana sees my pain. I don't think she sees that her actions feel like I have given, and I'm starting to feel empty.
I can hear that. I received that. But the same feeling you're feeling is what she's feeling. Before you came out here, part of her whole thing was, I want to feel this. I don't know if I can keep giving. So both of you are feeling it too. But I actually don't believe this is a friendship that is so unhealthy that it's like, yo, you're sitting there saying, I want to be able to play. She's not arguing about like, you messed up my play, you screwed me up. Your friend is actually begging you. I wish I could get more for you.
What she didn't say is that when I take my stage play on the road, I see a place for her.
Okay.
Why didn't you tell him that? I mean, if you can sit here and deal all of this negative stuff, why not tell you that she did say when we go on our national tour that she wants me on board, and I did tell her I want you to be in my space.
$100 what you got. The same thing.
She didn't say that.
She's saying she needs to acknowledge. Both of them do the same things. You feel like because the other person doesn't acknowledge it the way you them to acknowledge, now you're gonna get aggravated and frustrated. Because I feel like y'all are telling each other what you need in these sort of grand ways, but both of you keep saying, I want to be acknowledged. Take a little tally right here. Y'all won't listen to this 6 times. I want you to put it up on the screen. I'm literally taking tally. This is why I take notes. I'm taking a tally. Y'all say the same things over and over again. So how do you fix that with 2 people who say, I love you, I want to be there? I won't say, I just want to be heard. Dr. Benita, I'm gonna stop with you.
Okay. That's her attitude most of the time.
Well, the funny part is that the okay, it's just like, it's an acknowledgement, the yes, I'm good.
That okay wasn't a yes. The way she said it. That okay was a yes.
So here's what it practice. What did you do here? Tell me right now, see, friend. I heard you say okay, but what I need at this moment is to feel a little more accountability. I need to hear you say, okay, I can do this, friend.
I need to hear you say, okay, I can do this for you.
You gotta put a little sugar with it. That's the truth. Because y'all, oh yeah, put a little sugar with it. It's okay.
Friend, I need you to understand me a little bit more. I guess just be willing to listen.
So before I buff, I'm just gonna put a little bit of cuticle oil on her. And there we go. Rub.
Okay, so that's what she did say okay. She did understand the way you did it.
Ooh, they're gonna get me.
Dr. Bonita, I'm just like you put the doctor out. Dr. Bonita, listen, I know you can give it to her. I know you can say, you got your ability, the best of your ability is a very high ability. Okay, you don't get a doctor from, okay? So you can actually do it.
I think you can do this, but I also need her.
I'm coming to you, don't worry. I'm coming to you.
Okay.
Listen, well, on this show, it's always, I see everybody's side.
I can do that to you, friend.
Look at that. And I can do that for you.
That was better.
Okay, good.
I need for you to stop calling me spoiled, and I need for you to hold yourself to the same standard that I hold myself when it comes to this friendship.
Well, hold on. The first one, those are 2 tricky things. Let's go to the first one. Can you commit and say to her?
Okay.
You have called.
Okay.
Can you acknowledge it?
I think I have.
Yes.
Yeah. A base coat. So let me do.
Your best is good too, girl.
Top. So this must be a base. Oh, what's this one?
You're right. You're absolutely right.
A matte. Okay, I got a matte. Yay! That's the Maze Balls.
everything to the city so you
I
feel
got one
it's
request.
yeah.
Show up for my birthday. Cause
That's-
you know that that's
Next year I
important.
will be there.
Okay, that's a good step. Y'all are two amazingly beautiful and educated women. And I know with just a little patience and to be able to communicate, y'all need to be here today, kind of like just get a little out. So I know for my heart, I bet money on. I bet a lot on it. She got it out. She does. She does. And I truly believe you have her back. You wanna give me
Okay.
her number? Yes, you do. I know you do. Hold up. Where are you going? I know you want to watch more Karamo, so click here to subscribe and click here to watch more. So we can keep talking and growing, friend. I love you.
Oh, I love you too, Karamo. Sorry if I'm not talking a lot, y'all. I'm just trying to make sure if I get, you know, done in an inadequate amount of time. I know that I'm probably gonna be a little rusty because I ain't did this in a minute.
I've had a tumultuous 3 years that has led to a disheveled relationship with my sister. My ex told me that my sister actually would watch the kids when she would step out to speak to the gentleman that she was pursuing a relationship with.
Okay. And when did you meet your ex?
I was 21 years old.
So how was your sister at when you were 21?
13.
So she was a kid. She was
Yeah.
preteen.
Right, she was close to her.
Are you mad that she formed that bond with your ex-wife?
It's not that I'm mad. She was a part of her life too. What I'm upset about is no matter what your relationship is with anybody else, I'm your brother.
Yeah. Okay. What's your relationship like with Mary currently?
We talk over the phone. We've tried to get together for like holidays. It never happens. I just want to fix my relationship with my sister because, to be honest, we're adopted. We're all we have.
All right. I gotta hear her side of the story. So everyone, please welcome Mary to the show.
Alright, we go try that on 60 seconds. This is a pretty good brush to use to clean up.
That's good to meet you.
I was using another kind at first.
So, what's going on with the relationship between you and your brother?
It hasn't really been.
But this is what we are going for today,
So did
you
witness
guys.
your brother's ex-wife cheating on you?
So hopefully it turns out good.
Not that I don't have loyalty for him, but I also have loyalty for her.
How old were you when you first met him?
I was 10.
Did you ever witness him cheat on her?
Yes.
Okay. So you witnessed him cheat on her, and she witnessed her cheat on you.
Yeah, it was.
So did you expect her to keep your secret?
Never. No, I never would expect her to keep my secret. Nor would I ask. This girl asked.
Okay. So when you knew that he was cheating, did you ever get involved in that? Did you say something?
I try to stay out of it, but I was either crying and all that stuff, and it just tears me apart because there's like a second.
Alright, let me grab my lamp.
Okay. Okay, mother. Did you know that you felt that way, Ron? How do you feel about your relationship with your brother right now?
I wish it could be better.
Do you miss your brother?
Yeah,
Tell me.
I really do.
What's making you emotional right now?
Because we haven't sat down and talked.
And why do you think y'all didn't talk?
He usually just comes to like a limit.
Okay,
On one of those arguments.
now
Just stupid stuff.
we got our press on glue. This glue is freaking amazing.
I'm lying to her. I just don't want to
For
be
one.
fixed about anything.
But yeah, you watched her go through it, Mary. But nothing
Oh,
I ever did.
yeah, seem like they ain't drying. Let me try this again.
You've seen me go through some really tough times, and you went through some of those times with me. I'm your brother, Mary. It's us. You know what I mean? Before.
Minutes a day until mid-May. We start on Monday, April 7th. In a week, you'll feel better. In 2 weeks, you'll look better. In a month, your wife won't believe your result.
An international fugitive is caught after 11 years on the run. First, a young mother vanishes
Okay.
into the night.
Okay.
We've been talking for 3 minutes and he's already lied.
Investigators searching for answers. In the interrogation
I normally etch the back of the nails. I did not put my bond on either. See, I told y'all I was rusty. So we'll see how long these nails stay on
stopped the interview at
without the bond.
making it a race against
I called myself trying to do them
hangs in the balance.
for the event that I'm going to on Wednesday, but now that I did not bond them, I don't know how this is gonna go.
Calling 911, where is your emergency?
So I guess we shall see.
Missing person. It's her sister. How old is she? She's 25. And what is her name? Samira White. When's the last place you saw her? Last place I seen her was on Thursday night around 8 o'clock. We're getting off her this year.
Samira Watkins' sister reported her missing and made it very clear that it was highly unusual for her to go several days without talking to anybody. Sometimes people just get up and leave.
Okay.
If that wasn't the case with her personality, Samira Watkins.
I know this nail is kind of uneven, so I'm probably gonna have a few air bubbles in this one, cause
Samira's family said that she was a student, a hard worker, a young mother.
She was doing her best to do well for herself. She was in college. She was seeking a career in the dental field.
She was just a beautiful
so
young
I'm already
girl.
thinking this one is gonna give me some
This was a
issues
girl
with
that would
bubbles.
typically just go
I'm not
out
concerned
without
about it.
talking to her family, without going to work, without reporting to school.
Those facts definitely gave me reason to be very concerned that this could actually be more than just a missing person.
Samira's sister said that the night Samira went missing, Samira worked a shift at her job. She went home, she changed her clothes, she let her sister know that she was going over to talk to her boyfriend Zachary Littleton and that she would be home later that night.
Okay, so we got a thumb.
So it just makes sense to go ahead and talk to Zachary Littleton as quickly as possible to see whether or not Samira had actually made it to his apartment. He could very well be the last person that had seen her. Zachary Littleton was a 24-year-old member of the United States Navy. He was stationed here in Pensacola at Pensacola Naval Air Station, and Littleton was Samira's boyfriend. My goals of this first interview were to find Samira.
Missing person, you want to resolve that as soon as you can. The longer that goes, the more unlikely it is that that's going to end well.
A secondary goal was to lock Zachary Littleton into a statement.
So that later on, should we discover evidence that's in direct confrontation with the statement that he gave earlier, maybe he'll break or change the story.
What's your phone? Your given birth name? Zachary Antoine. What's your address? I was paying at 35.
Okay.
Apartment. I moved the last 2 days. But my wife and my daughter, they'll be here in Friday. That's it. Still stationed in Goose Creek, and I'm stationed here, so the neighbors decided to put us together. So you're both in the name, right? Where's Goose Creek, South Carolina? So y'all finally get to be together. Cool. That's really good.
We learned Zachary Littleton was married to an enlisted Navy sailor who lived out of town and was caring for their child.
Littleton was a bit of a playboy it's easily an indicator of somebody that's flat out a liar and who probably will lie about other things.
So you know the reason why you're here, we had a discussion.
Ooh, I'm hoping this turns out so good.
You know her as Sammy? Yeah.
We gonna see, y'all. We gonna see what it's hidden for. Okay. And this is the middle nail. So I know to prime the nail first. Technically, I should have did my real nails like this too, but
Would that be a problem if she knew that? No, because she knew I have a lot of rain. Did you have any kind of a relationship with Sandy that was more than just friends? No. I want you to know that I'm not the military. I don't have any intention of telling anybody else anything that is said in this room. I want to make that clear so that I want you to feel free to tell me everything without you worrying about getting in trouble from your wife or getting in trouble at work.
The military does not look fondly upon members committing adultery.
You can be demoted in rank, or you could actually be discharged from the military for having an adulterous relationship.
So I thought that maybe he was lying because of that. But it could also be because he's lying to avoid getting in trouble for what we're investigating.
I understand that we're looking into this case, and I really need to know the exact extent of y'all's relationship. Okay, we had sex once, like, okay. One every time we saw each other.
yeah, whatever. Liar. Liar, liar, pants on fire.
It certainly is a strike against him early on. I mean, we've been talking for 3 minutes.
What's up, y'all? Talk to me. Tell me something new.
We're gonna lie about things unless he does something wrong.
I need you to tell me exactly what you saw our last. Definitely wasn't good.
The live is kind of bunk today, which I figured. But it's okay. We gonna get that motion back. Okay, so we have no air bubbles. A really good application. Really good. Okay.
Days mixed up. Samira's sister told us that when she last saw Samira, Thursday night, Samira was leaving to go meet with Zachary Littleton at his apartment. But I really nailed that point down.
Okay.
Now he's actually saying, no, I didn't even see her at all Thursday. I saw her.
So we are priming our nail. And then we're going to add the pH 5. Hi. How you doing?
There was a period during the interview where Zachary Littleton would refer to Samira in the past tense. She was this, or she was that. That struck me as odd.
Okay, making sure we have our nails on straight. Because y'all know once it's cured on with Gelx, it's a wrap. Tanya, what you gonna do with your nails next week? You gonna go to the shop, or you not worried about getting the nails done, or you gonna come over here? What you gonna do?
The first interview with Littleton because I was trying to maintain the ability to have him come back for a second interview later on in the investigation. Littleton had definitely not relieved my suspicions of him, nor did he lead me to where
Not
she
sure
was
yet.
at. And as he left, I felt like he very well could be responsible for.
I wish I had the Osmo pocket. I wish we could take one to the event. It's like all the crazy people live in Pensacola. Okay. Now we got our last nail. We still have no air bubbles, so that looks really good.
Before Watkins went missing on October 29th, she told her mother she was going to her boyfriend's apartment to talk to him.
Nobody saw or heard from her after. Samira's sister, April Joseph, says Samira only knew the man for a few months. Family members say the man is a very...
You want what?
If we were going to find Samira alive, we really needed to find something out very soon. Even if she was just somewhere hiding, getting some kind of information could help us to find her.
Okay. Last application.
Samira's family made it very clear that
Oh, girl, I forgot what I was talking about just that quick.
and that the baby was
I
his.
know.
Her
I
family
want one bad too, friend.
was not happy about this information.
Zachary Littleton was so against her pregnancy that he encouraged her to get an abortion.
Okay. I jinxed myself just that quick talking about the application.
On the night that Samira went missing, Samira's phone had pinged the tower right in the area of Littleton's apartment. Zachary Littleton told me in this initial interview he never saw her that night. We were beginning to see more vividly that Littleton was very likely to be responsible for whatever happened to Samira.
Oops. Okay. We got our application on. It's looking so pretty.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Oh.
We decided to ramp up the approach a little bit. This interview
This would be so cute.
first. We
I can
still did
just
not know where Samira was, if she was
see
alive,
it.
dead. We really hope we get some answers.
We're seeing
I can just see it forming now.
Break completely, or to set traps for later understanding in the investigative process.
We're gonna talk about what's going on and
Okay. We got our whole hand done.
what do you think happened with her?
So now we about to dry in the lamp.
Where's she at now? And what do you think of? I understand that, but what do you think? What do you think? I don't know what to think. You need to. You need to. I need to? Yeah. You need to.
This is 6.
Think real hard about different possibilities. What are the possibilities that you come up with in your head?
Okay, this for my press-on set for later. I'm gonna move those up.
That's totally unnatural. Anybody in the situation who was innocent, they're gonna be racking their brain thinking about what happened to this person, and now it's a matter of challenging to see if they'll come off of that story.
I need you to balance your brain.
Okay.
And maybe you can tell some places that we might go look based on your conversation with them, because if we find her, we can resolve the whole issue. Alright, so.
And me standing up and raising my voice and projecting a little bit more, it's testing to see if they're susceptible to a person showing dominance over them.
I mean, maybe it's on heading to it around. Okay, maybe he did tell people she was on with him out. What sort of thing would possibly happen to her while she was around?
Okay, so I need to do a white Frenchie on a pointer or this one.
Great. She passed out with some husband.
I'm gonna start with this one.
At this point, the main thing that concerned me was his avoidance of the pregnancy issue.
You making your tuna? I made my chicken salad before I started, and I had 2 plates of it.
Pretty high on the voting list.
And it was pretty freaking delicious. Yeah.
Present new stressors to see what it might be susceptible to in the hopes of you breaking the information.
Okay. So off the top, I know that I want to keep the length. So we are just gonna file the sides. Make sure that we get, you know, the excess glue off of the nail. So that y'all can still see the inspiration that we doing here. Can y'all see it like this? Yeah, okay. They give me a little room here.
If we can use the intelligence side of the day to get him to change his mind. That's another strategy that we'll employ to try and get someone to change their story.
I think ultimately the issue is that you just don't want to be the boss. Okay, it's messy. It's not good. Okay, there's no wonderful sunshine, rainbow at the end of it.
You don't really have to use a drill for this, but
On the morning of November 3rd,
you're gonna know how to have to buff, that's for sure.
duffel bag that was washed up on shore in a waterway very close to Pensacola Naval Air Station. The bag had a foul odor coming from it. There was insect activity on and around it, and there was even blood that was seeping out of the bag. When the sheriff's office got there and they opened it up, they did find a body of a female inside of that bag. Deceased.
She had no clothing on except a bra, and she was curled up in a fetal position inside of the duffel bag.
The other portion of it was that her face was taped up, which is also a behavior that someone who has a relationship with the victim will do to hide their face, almost as if to hide the shame that took place.
The latent fingerprint examiner was able to conduct a fingerprint comparison on site, and they were able to report that indeed this was Samira Watkins. We later learned that cause of death was asphyxiation, most likely strangulation. It completely changed the whole look of the investigation. It was now a homicide, and Littleton was our main suspect.
When we opened the bag, there's a few things that we learned. First and foremost, she was missing in everything.
When Samira went missing, we knew that she'd been wearing gold earrings because we obtained the video surveillance from her employer.
Finding that second earring would be so important. If I found it in the possession of an individual, it would certainly be potentially the killer. There was also a couple of paper towels in the bag. You could clearly see that it had a distinct pattern on it. It was more or less pulled up into the driveway and just abandoned.
So we started pulling video footage from the area. We found a local restaurant. We
Okay.
found footage of Littleton walking in the night that she ultimately disappeared.
It puts him in the area where the car was dumped.
He made mistakes. He made big mistakes.
During that search, we found some key pieces of evidence. We did find a roll of paper towels that matched exactly the print of the paper Scout found inside the bag with Samira. But the biggest thing found at Littleton's house was that matching earring. The earring we've been looking for.
That was a direct link between the victim, the scene, and the suspect.
Any doubt that I had, which wasn't much, was now eliminated. I knew that Zachary Littleton was our killer.
Yep.
Littleton's arrest took place at the Pensacola Naval Air Station. It was a really good feeling to know that this was going to be a case that we did resolve, and it wouldn't be one that would be hanging out as a cold case down the line.
I believe the night Samira Watkins went missing, she drove over to Zachary Littleton's apartment. At some point while she was there, he strangled her to death. He placed her body inside of a duffel bag. He drove her to the Naval Air Station. He threw her body in the water. He thought that he had gotten away with it. But then law enforcement was so quickly in touch with him, and that's when he started telling the lies that he did. My job prosecuting case would have been much more difficult without the two interrogations because the jurors would not have gotten to see Zachary Littleton's cold demeanor, his lack of concern for Samira, and the fact that he was lying in both interviews.
I don't know what game you need to have. I need to.
For just $9.99, try Domino's new Parmesan stuffed crust pizza when you carry out.
I normally use my drill to do this kind of work. But sometimes that drill can be a little harmful.
For your house, no matter what condition it's in. If you need to sell your house for any reason, click the button under this video to see if my offer is right for you. We make the process of selling your house easy and simple. No commission, no fees.
I don't even know where.
Buy your house in you can close it. No appraisals, no repairs, no hassles. All offers are completely confidential.
Okay, yeah, I just need a regular sanding band.
Tap the link that comes up on the screen to let us short it so we can make you a cash offer today. If you're struggling to sell your house, this is the fastest and easiest way to get money into your pocket ASAP. Yes, we will really buy your home in any condition. We dealt with it all. Scan the QR code you see on the screen right now with your smartphone. Tap the link that comes up on the screen to see how much cash you can
Sir, I don't got no house for you to buy.
Zachary Littleton was sentenced to life in prison without parole. Justice was served.
All right, this is on a speed 1.
This was such a tragic case. It involved a young mother and her unborn child, and because of that, there was a special sense of desire to do justice for them.
Carl doesn't show up at work, which was not like him at all. He never missed work. So people started calling, and of course they called me. Where's that?
Okay.
One of his friends started calling around and calling the police.
It's been a while since I did my nails, y'all.
So I've been seeing
It's been a minute since I've done my own Gelx nails. So honestly, this feels so good. And that's the thing. When you disconnect from something, when you get back into doing it, you be like, dang, why did I even, what happened? You know? But the thing is, you gotta pick it up. You gotta pick up that phone. Gotta pick up that camera. Hey, that's okay. Add a little sugar in there.
We found Carl located at the bottom of the stairway, covered in a scarf and a comforter, with gunshot wounds.
Oh, I found out. She rolled from the coma. Carl was a kind person, very patriotic, family-minded person. Carl was in the military for roughly 25 years. Peaceful combat missions in Bosnia, some peaceful missions over in the Middle East. And the C-130 is a big plane that's kind of slow, so they kind of, they're a target when they're up there. But it's a special kind of pilot. Everything we heard about him painted him as a good citizen, contributing member of society, and a true man.
I'm looking at the condition of the body. The estimate was he had been dead for 2 or 3 days. He discovered he had 3 gunshot wounds, 2 to the torso, and 1 to the head. And the gunshot wounds came Carl's head with a close range.
Okay.
Obvious signs of foul play, instantly apparent. We were told that Claudia was originally from Brazil. That in the late 90s, she moved to the U.S., became a naturalized U.S. citizen. Carl met Claudia through Match.com, and he dated her for a couple months. And then for whatever reason, he decided to run off to Las Vegas and go get married. That was a little impulsive for him. 6 to 9 months into the marriage, he started expressing some concerns about being married to Claudia. He just said he wasn't happy with her and wanted to get away from her. I believe she was thinking he was going to get the people leave. So he started talking to me about wanting to get divorced.
There were multiple efforts by the police and others to contact Claudia. They could not connect.
Nobody really knew where she was because she was quickly a person of interest.
This thing is done for. That sucker done.
Investigators learned that Claudia had recently purchased a .357 Magnum at a local gun shop. They had also spoken to witnesses who told us that she had gone to a shooting range to practice shooting, obviously that raised some red flags.
Okay.
It was very clear from the track of her phone that it was going to the Pittsburgh airport. From there, we found flight records that indicated she flew from Pittsburgh to New York, where she purchased a separate plane ticket to take her to Brazil. Within a matter of a couple months, we had Claudia located in Brazil. But based on Brazilian law and the Brazilian Constitution, they did not allow for their extradition of citizens of one country, even if they're suspected of committing a crime such as homicide. So the U.S. government, they just ran into a brick wall. Brazil just did not want to cooperate. Her belief was Brazil would never extradite her, so she just got away with murder.
Okay. Uh-oh. I knew something was gonna start acting crazy. I knew something was gonna do it. Something. Okay. So we got a really good application. I just buffed a little nick. Put it away. All right, so now, yay, we are gonna start with a pinky. So let's do our pinky. This is like a neon hot pinky orange. So let's just see how this glides on here.
I said, I don't want her Brazilian ass, I want her American ass.
It was a huge relief to get her back. It was like a big block off my shoulders. Out of the blue, just mid-flight, she says, you know a wife doesn't kill her husband without a good reason. Put those of us on the plane in a really tenuous or unique position. We don't know enough about the case to question her, but on the other hand, we have no legal obligation to make her stop talking. And she spent the next couple hours of this flight telling the story that she wanted to have heard.
Do this 7 minutes a day until mid-May. We start on Monday, April 14th. In a week, you'll feel better. In 2 weeks, you'll look better. In a month, your wife won't believe your results. Here's a personalized plan of short chair workouts tailored for beginners over 50. It's just 7 minutes a day, beginner friendly, and requires no equipment. You can work out anytime.
These bottles
anywhere.
are
Just scan the QR code and follow along.
tiny. But I'm cool with it. I'm the only person that really use these besides my little daughter, and she just makes a mess of everything. Oh, but that's pretty cute. Okay, so we have that, and it looks like we need to, I don't have no more white to airbrush in there. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of like a yellow. I'm gonna add this yellow on there.
I didn't have the facts of the case. I was in the unique position of, having sat on that plane with her for so long that we had to record. My role was just to try to keep her comfortable, to keep her talking. If she doesn't give this statement to us in this room on the video, now it's her word against ours.
I'm excited that I have so many colors now, so I can legit do a lot. So I'll be on here, guys. I gotta build that momentum back up. But I need to go to the grocery store. Sis needs some food. I ain't got nothing. I need to get some meat and some snacks. Ani has a track meet this weekend, so I have to go get some fruits, some Gatorades and some waters and some sandwich meat. Okay, y'all, this is a pretty color. It's like a corally orange. It's pretty. And I'm making sure before we put it in the lamp that we get all our polish off the sides of our nail as best as we can. All right, so that's the second coat.
This is where I started wondering, is this gonna happen or is it? Can't force anyone to make a statement. If they ask for a lawyer, the interview's over. If they choose not to talk anymore, that's their constitutional right. Whether or not this interview takes place is solely their discretion.
I think what is important is a couple of things that you said that led up to what happened that day, because she was bringing a lot of things to the news, and she wants to fill in the blanks with things that weren't correct. Is that fair? Did I kind of all those things? Sorry. Okay.
Okay.
During the interview, Claudia was claiming to be a battered wife, which we found no evidence of. What she was saying didn't match what the detectives were hearing from any of his friends, family, former girlfriends. In those cases where you have that type of abuse, there is always some type of corroboration. In her case, there was zero.
So I'm gonna wait to put the yellow airbrush in there because I'm gonna have to waste product. So I'm gonna do the white Frenchie, and then I'm gonna airbrush the orange, clean that out, and then do the yellow. So I can do yellow here and here. Well, I guess it ain't gonna matter because I still gotta do orange airbrushing here too. Okay. So now I'm gonna use this polish. It's not this one. I'm gonna use a real neutral, natural top coat. We know that's not one.
One of the things that I noticed right away was how rehearsed.
I just need a soft pink. That's too dark of a pink.
They were just verbatim, word for word what she said on the
I want that one.
It was like she had
See this one.
this story. And that struck me as really odd.
That's too soft. This natural one is somewhere. It's already out. I can utilize this one. This is the other one.
I can't say that I've really been made aware of somebody who bought a gun or obtained a gun to commit suicide that did shooting
I'm gonna do this one.
Here's the thing from the aspect of an interview.
Okay, so Frenchie, Frenchie. All right.
You just had to let her keep talking because
We just gonna do one coat of
she
this.
does that. The words
It's just like a natural
So I started drinking and I had a gun. What gun?
coat. Just a natural polish.
I was really nervous at that point. Generally, there is only one time that person's going to
Yeah.
sit across from us. So this is basically your one chance.
So he got home, and I said to him, forget it. I'm not gonna have an abortion. And he grabbed me. He threw me on bed, and he grabbed my throat. I just defended myself. He was very angry, and I was very angry because of my experience. He said, that's a very good idea, but
Okay.
go to the basement to do that because you're gonna splash my paintings. You're gonna splash blood all over my paintings.
I mean, basically, his paintings are more important than you. You're pissed.
Yeah.
What happened then?
Well, what happened next is like that job building, and I got real freshly shocked.
Shot what?
I shot at him, and I was lying down.
Come back over here, please. Please,
I got real fast. And I shot him. It wasn't too far away. My plan was never, not for 1 single minute, to kill anybody but myself.
Okay.
There was not for a single minute I thought of it.
It was relief. She confessed to shooting him. Now Mike could ask the tough questions.
What happened then?
I lost the baby.
You lost the baby and presumably you were in the hospital there, or not?
No, because I was afraid that my name would be arrested. Spirit of the night.
We did not believe her. We were never able to find
Okay.
any information to substantiate Claudia's claims of being pregnant.
Are you going to do a set for the YouTube event? I am going to do a set for the YouTube event. I thought about doing this set, honestly, and just making this as a custom press on, but I don't know. I guess it depends on how my week go. I'm really trying to figure out a more consistent schedule so that I can utilize doing more Gelx nails on live. But if I do that, I won't be able to adhere them on my actual real nails because it just, it's a lot of wear and tear. So I'm trying to think of a more schedule because Ani has track practice on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. And then Saturdays from here moving forward, she'll have track meets every Saturday. Throughout the day, I work little side jobs and stuff here and there. So I'm just trying to figure out a schedule with it.
I don't think she was used to that, and she was going to dig with it.
So I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do for the YouTube event for my nails.
Dated this date, signed by all 12 jurors.
Claudia was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 28 years because that was actually one of the stipulations to the extradition.
You cannot overestimate the value
Okay.
of interviews and confessions. It's instrumental to our convictions. The confession.
All right, so we go ahead and start on our white Frenchie.
The best kind of evidence to have.
I was relieved. I don't take cases personally at all, ever. But this case was so different that I was happy to see closure.
And I still have to edit some videos too.
The impact on my family was pretty big for 11 years. Takes a lot out of you. It was a huge relief to finally get her convicted.
Tenacity pays off. Had it not been for the tenacity of the family and the investigators involved, this case never would have come to a successful conclusion.
Justice is a journey. It doesn't end until it's done. We owe one last mission for Carl and his service to this country. Ready to lose the hat and regrow the hair? With Choose by Him, you can regain your hair and your confidence. Our chews are powered by clinically proven ingredients like minoxidil and finasteride, so you can grow thicker, fuller hair in 3 to 6 months. Your treatment is 100% personalized to your hair goals and comes at an affordable price that works for your budget, so you can step out with full confidence. Hats off to hair growth with treatment that works for you. Start today at hims.com.
Nobody in my family knew this until my grandma passed away. Let me share this amazing info. There's this secret program that's been hidden from the entire industry. If you're a senior American aged 50 and above, you could be eligible for a $25,000
I'm trying to get
burial
used
protection
to
plan. Because of this program, we were able to pay
these
off my
different
grandma's final expenses and use the extra
brushes.
cash to pay off some of our living expenses. Isn't that amazing? And the best part is, it's easy to apply for this program. Let me show you how to do it. Just click the button below this video and answer 2 simple questions. It's quick and easy, but you need to do it now. This program ends this week. Act fast and click the link right now to answer the 2 questions.
Fast and click the link right now to answer the 2 questions.
Okay. I like the Frenchy line. It's pretty sharp.
Like, I love my mom, but at the same time, we have bad times. Like, me and my mom, we argue a lot. We have a lot of disagreements. It's like, I guess, like, a lot of love is not there.
So you feel like your mother doesn't care about you?
Ooh. That may be, this may have been the best Frenchy
Like, I know, like,
I done did, y'all.
like her, but I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. Like, she gets on my nerves.
Yeah.
And, like, she takes, I love my mom. I have a lot of love for my mom. I do. And I want her to understand that. I know I do a lot of stuff that hurts her, but I love her a lot.
Yeah. What are the types of things that she says to you?
Like, she says that I'm not going to be nothing. I'm going to be like my dad, or I'm going to be a bum, or something like that. Or she'll be like, if you keep on being out in the streets and hanging out with these people, you're going to die. She tries to manipulate my brother and tells him things like he'll do something, and then he was like, she'll be like, you probably got that from your brother, or you probably got that from watching him and doing what he do. You don't want to be like him. That makes me feel like you don't want my little brother to like me, or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Has she ever told you that she doesn't like you?
Yeah, she was like, I hate you. She said, I wish I never had you.
When did she say that?
She said that probably last year. It was actually a day before my granddad's funeral. And we got into it real bad. I ran away from home, and
Get it before halftime. Get it in as fast as an hour with express delivery. Welcome to your Walmart.
I just ran away. I cried. I sat at the park and cried. That's like the last time that I really just cried. Like, it really puts me down, like, in a deep spot. I really just ball out. There's times that, like, I go through it. Like, I just ball out and cry. I'll be on a bus or something going to school, and I think about it and I cry. Yeah, so
what do you need from your mom today?
For more love, more understanding, and just for us to get along. I don't want to argue every day. I just want all love. That's it. As long as I know that she actually loves me and cares for me, then I'll be good.
Got it. Well, listen, Brandon says he's not the reason why his relationship with his mother, Queta, is so toxic. He says he's not the one who needs a reality check. That is his mother. Let's hear what she has to say. Everyone, please welcome Brandon's mom, Queda, to the show.
You make me hate you. I don't hate you, you make me hate you. Because of the things how you talk to me. And stop lying. And tell these people make me look like a bad. I do everything for you. All this talking, I can't talk to you. You talk too much. You talk too much. Keep your mouth closed. Keep your mouth closed. How can you listen when you talk?
Boy, that Frenchie, ain't it? Don't play.
Queda, so why are you angry?
I ain't no professional or nothing, but hey, that look kind of sharp.
Talk. I do everything I can for this child right here. I love this child, but it makes me, the things that he do makes me hate him. It makes me feel like I hate him. I don't hate anybody, but it makes me feel like I hate him because of things that he do. He know that. He always turn up his nose like he's better than everybody else. You ain't better than I'll take care of you. Then you sit up here talking about you wrong. That's what I'm saying.
I act like I'm better than everybody else. I know I'm not like everybody else.
Then you come out, hell, you ain't making no money for me. You ain't famous. Okay, whatever, but like I said, that's what I'm saying, that little kind of stuff like that. You like, you're not. Okay, who said I was? Did I say I didn't say I was famous? You don't want to ever call yourself 5 blocks. What does that mean? Only 5 blocks you're going is walking on 5 blocks of stuff. You don't have no gun, you have none of that. Like that, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but it don't matter, so why you call yourself 5 blocks?
How long has this fight been going on?
This child been acting like this and rude to me his whole entire life. And it's been going on. But it seems like since I say last year, you can tell y'all a little piece of heaven because they say the smelling itself, you know. So that's when I always disrespect when he was about 15. So all my friends was like, man, you done had a piece of head or something. But I said, he always had an attitude and all this stuff like that. But it like was disrespect. Like I can't talk to him. Every time I try to talk to him, he talk over me. Then like when I try to talk to him, he closed the door.
When I try to talk to her, she don't want to listen.
You don't either. You don't either.
I try to listen to my mom.
You don't either.
Yeah, I don't want to
You
listen.
don't either.
Yeah, all the time.
Well, if somebody not listen to me, they saying blah, 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 and roll their eyes and smirk it up like you better than everybody else. Of course I'm going to yell. If I don't feel like he listening, then of course I'm going to yell, duh. And see why he's talking about, I don't want my other son to be out because he's smart, he can bend, he do stuff. This boy don't have no interest in nothing. He don't have no, he's trying to make good grades. Nah, baby,
I'm not going to make it like I'm just super smart, but I'm trying to work on my friend.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be a musical engineer. I want to go to college so I can be,
music. You want to be a musical engineer?
Yeah, because I love music.
What's your relationship with your father like right now?
My father, we don't even have a relationship. And my dad don't have a relationship. You know?
When was the last time you talked to him? You love him?
I don't even know. Like,
You don't know?
I don't know.
When was the last time you talked to him?
I haven't when I thought, probably like on Christmas.
Do you hug your mom?
No.
No. We don't hug. We don't do nothing.
I don't like to hug.
You know, I don't like her like that. That's why I don't like her. I don't hug her. I don't even tell her I love her like that.
But then, I mean, like, I want to get to the point where I want to hug him and I want to, pat him on his back and stuff. And I do say good things because I say things like, oh, you ain't going to be, because you ain't going to be like your daddy because so it don't matter. But that's what you remind me of. All that talking, all that shutting the door in my face, that's the same stuff his daddy did. Like I told you, act just like your daddy.
Can you take a moment real quick? I just want to talk to your mom. You know, even though you are a young man, you're about to be 18, I want to talk to mom alone so that we can talk, and then we'll actually come back. All right, perfect. Is that cool? Thanks. How long have you been speaking negative, like, about it?
Long time. It's been a long time.
I just want to pause right there. Because I can know you're overwhelmed. You're a single mother, you're dealing with 2 kids, you're probably working your ass off. You're trying to do everything you can.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it wrong. I have my own business, but so I can keep my, exactly. Exactly.
It's a marginal business, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But, so I want to acknowledge that because I want to make sure it's not to say like, you're not showing up, you're not doing things.
No.
But I asked you how you speak negative about me. You couldn't even say.
I don't know.
The things that got me was when I asked him, y'all hug, and you said you can't even hug him. When I asked him last time he got a hug from his dad, he said, I don't know. And he couldn't remember last time he heard his dad say, I love him.
I said my love. You know, I do that, but I don't hug him because I don't.
But let's
just like a.
but I want you to think about this. Because you say I love him. You say I love him.
I have love for him.
Yeah, but you also show his negative thing.
Yeah. Because I want him to do better. I just want him to do better. I say that because he makes me say that. It's like I said, he thinks he's better than everybody. He's married, got this married up look. Even like, we went to the fair. He was just acting like he's just good. Just didn't want to be around us. Like, he was out. He away from me. Like,
Can I ask you something? And this is not about your son. If I have been with you for 30 days straight, I said, you ain't, on day 31, do you want to walk down the fair with me?
This incredible mold remover gel can restore your bathroom and tiles to their original shine in just 15 minutes. This incredible product eliminates stubborn mold and mildew in seconds without any scrubbing. Take any moldy surface, apply the gel directly, and watch the mold literally dissolve before your eyes. Its patented nanonet technology penetrates deep into
I see a correlation between the relationship you have with his father and the hate you have with his father, because you said it a couple times about how much he is like his father. And he knows you don't like his father. Your son is not, yes.
No, I'm not.
You know it, but I don't think you know it. So, again, let me go back. You said, I've been telling him, saying these negative things to him forever. I've been telling him he's like his daddy since he was a little kid. And then you say, but I don't understand why he still acts out and why he still doesn't want to be around me and why he does these things. You're a mother that's trying, but as well, you set a lot of things in motion that you're dealing with right now. This little boy has self-esteem issues. He feels like nobody wants him in this room. And we forget that when kids do things like putting guns out there and stuff like that, he's hurt. And I say this all the time, when people see these horrible things, what you really see is pain, and especially as kids. It ain't drama, it ain't like you want to be a gangster, it's pain.
Well, the thing is, if that's the case, then why not try to sit down, even if you sit down and talk to me, and it always...
I'm asking, how can he talk to you? How can he talk to you if he knows you think he's like his dad, and he knows you don't like his dad, and you said things to him since he was little, and he ain't working out?
Well, I'm not a bad. I love my son.
Again,
I want him to be.
I started this for a specific reason, on the way of saying I'm not going to ever paint you as a horrible.
Right.
And I'm making it clear to get people to hear. Because the thing is that I don't know what you've been through. So I'm not going to sit here and blame you because you were hurt and you were in pain and you just didn't get a chance to heal from it. Not healing from the pain you experienced doesn't give you a license to then continue to hurt him. And
I'm not hurting. I don't feel like I'm hurting.
I know you don't feel like you're hurting me, but you are. And don't get me wrong, when he come back out here, I'm going to tell him he got to stop disrespecting me. If you can trust me, I promise you the shift would help your relationship. I promise you. I'm not saying nothing to you just but other than to help your family.
No.
And the first step is your son needs a hug. Because even when you don't like someone, when you don't like your child, and I'm a parent, there's been many a times my children got on my damn nerves. But even in those moments, I have to realize that I have to love them louder than whatever they're saying to me that's negative. I have to love them louder than whatever they're doing that's negative. I always have to love my child louder than whatever it is that I'm feeling. This is just a step. This is just a step. He needs to hold his mom. He needs to feel you. So he's coming out.
Okay.
It's for you. You take the first step, Mom. Love him loud.
Oh, you gotta love that baby girl.
I like that. That feels great.
It feels good to hug because I haven't hugged my baby in a long time.
You're tearing up. What's going on in your life?
I felt like love. That felt good. Like, we ain't had a hug like that in a long time.
Yeah. I
So
know.
that made me feel good. That took away a lot of problems. A lot of stuff that I was going through.
The thing is that part of it is you got a lot of anger in you. Because your entire life, you felt like nobody wants me, nobody sees me. And it's been since you were small, before you could even remember. And so you started to develop this characteristics of like, I'm just angry, you don't know why.
Yeah.
You angry.
Been angry for a long time.
Yeah.
And I ain't know how to cope with it. I just been going through a lot of stuff. Lost my granddad, my cousin. I ain't never been able to like grieve for real.
Yeah. Get closer to your mom. Get closer to your mom.
I ain't been able to like grieve how I wanted to. I ain't been able to let it out. So I just been going through it.
So what I want to ask you is, can you commit right now to the two things? The first thing is when you feel like angry, and when you feeling like, oh, I'm upset, you're about to go off.
So now I'm gonna go in and add the second coat
I need
on
to figure out how to be vulnerable right now. Let me tell you, I'm a
these.
successful man with a happy family and a happy relationship. A man is somebody who can be vulnerable. That's what a man is. A man is somebody who loves others. A man is somebody who loves himself. The hustling, the money, all those things that we think make a man, they don't make a man. Because at the end of the day, if they took all this away from me, I'm still a man because I know I give love. I know that I love myself. I know that I'm vulnerable. I can talk about my emotions. That's what a man is. So, when you feel the anger, what do you say?
I'm not gonna be vulnerable.
Good job. Second thing I need you to do, can you commit to respecting your mother more?
Yes, sir.
Tell her.
I commit to respecting you.
Well, can you commit to your son to not say something negative about it? When you feel the urge to be like, oh, you like your daddy, don't say it.
I commit.
Can you commit to saying to him, not telling him negative things about himself?
I commit to not saying negative things about yourself.
Can you hug your baby every day, no matter if you're happy or sad, or if he makes you mad, or if you feel confused? It's your job to love him louder than whatever he's doing.
Yes.
Can you make that commitment to him?
I will.
Give him one more hug now. Y'all can use them tools. Y'all can be all right.
Thank you so much.
Listen, you do those things, I promise you I'm gonna check in with you in 6 months. If you do these things, I get a good report, I'm gonna help you figure out how to get the music produced. Alright. Hold on. Where are you
Oh,
going?
I love Karamo.
So click here to subscribe and click here to watch more. So we can keep talking and growing, friend.
Ugh. Where'd this come from? Jesus.
Friends laughed at me when I spent $49 on a power saver device that could cut my energy bill in half. They thought I got scammed. But when I showed them my super low energy bill, they were blown away. Check that out. This is our current energy bill. This is our last energy bill. And as you can see, over 56% difference. Hi guys, I just want to share a quick and
Dang
simple
it.
technique that
You know what I'm
anyone
about to
can
do?
use to
Leave
lower
this
their
as
energy
one coat.
consumption without changing their lifestyle. With this method, you can keep cooking, baking, gaming, running your dryer, wash at 90 degrees, and keep your heater running like you used to before. This method can essentially cut your energy bill in half by optimizing your home's energy grid. It lowers your energy bill by anywhere from 20% to 50% by bypassing the spikes in your home's current, which can lead to significant.
I really need something to support my arm
Talk to me about this.
while I'm doing this.
Well, I use a laptop mainly for when I stream live, and I was stupid and I did not log out.
And when did you start webcam?
So I originally started back in 2009. I found so much success that I actually stopped modeling and was teaching other people how to do it for another website.
Nice.
So it's very empowering work.
Yeah.
So I quit in 2014 to go to college, and then I crash landed into the corporate world and tried to leave most of it behind me.
Got it. And then you got out of the corporate world.
Yeah, so you know, it's really hard working, especially in the housing industry with everything going on right now, with the prices skyrocketing, people not being able to afford to live. It just became very soulless work.
So that's when you started going back to camp.
Yes.
So what kind of videos do you exactly do?
Okay, so the great thing about doing online sex work is kind of your wildest imagination could be the reality. There are so many people out there that have so many different types of fetishes, all sorts of things that, you know, you would never even think of. Just last time I streamed, I got paid in an exclusive for $5 a minute to stand on my bed and jump for about 30 minutes.
Got it up for a minute?
Yeah.
Jumping on this?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm in the wrong field.
So I had another really interesting fellow back when I first started when I was like 19. I would get paid by an exclusive that was a regular, and he would have me try to stuff myself into like the smallest spaces I could. So we're talking underneath like an end table. We're talking the big Rubbermaid storage containers. See how much I could get in one. People will pay for the most off the wall stuff, and I mean, if they're wanting to give the money, I want to be the one to take it.
Good guy. You call yourself a sexy therapist?
Yes.
I love this. Tell me more about it.
Okay, so, you know, I'm not just getting out there being a dirty girl doing all that. I mean, that's a big part of it because a lot of people, that's what they want. But then the real money is in the online, you know, companionship where somebody just has a bad day at work and they want you to bust your boobies out and talk about their problems with them.
I love it. So I think it knows.
That's what you guys.
I support anyone who makes a choice for themselves, and if it's empowering them and it's making money and they feel safe, I'm totally with you.
Absolutely.
And I'm of a different generation. I people were bringing the show to me and they're like, Karama, I disagree with you on this. But this is my question now, because as you said, there should always be transparency. Did Steven know that this was your past?
So yes, Steven did know that this was originally what I was doing for work. When we entered into our relationship, I was actively doing it.
Okay, if he was okay with it then, why is he not okay with it now?
He feels that if I'm doing this, that it almost makes him feel like he's not doing enough in our relationship. He tends to kind of take it personally rather than to see it as the real work that it is. You know, the hardest part about it, I think, for him is that he imagines that I'm getting something out of this, which I am. I'm getting my bills paid, and that's great. But I think that the hardest part about it for him is him letting his mind go wild. He was raised Mormon, and so Steven has had to drop a lot of the religious indoctrination that he has.
Ooh, the hardest part is almost over.
What he was raised to think was right.
Do this 7 minutes a day until mid-May. We start on Monday.
YouTube just have too many ads for me nowadays. Let me go to you, Netflix. Golly, can't watch this the part for 3 minutes. Ugh. I'm back. Yeah, I need to work out. When I say my body is literally so tender.
remove the headphones? Sir. Can you look this way and let your legs out? Can you confirm your name?
Cameron Walker.
Thank you, Mr. Walker, please stand. Suspect confirmed as Cameron Paul Walker, no prior arrests.
Good boy till now.
Mr. Walker, in line with the Bioidentity Act 2029, I'm taking a DNA swab. You do that all right? Thank you. Now one moment. Cameron Walker, I'm arresting you on suspicion of murder. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioning something which you later rely in court.
How was he when you were arrested?
He's an odd one. Wanted to show me a drawing he'd done and got agitated when Mo took his keys.
How's the case? Looks like it. Can't check it out.
DCI Cameron.
You've been on.
Jack, sorry I'm late. Is that him?
Just a felt there. Which one's this?
About 4.
The man at the desk wouldn't give me anything to draw with. This isn't a promise, Scott. It's just I like to draw when I'm stressed. If you had a pen, you might try to slam with it. I wouldn't do it. Take it to my wrist, you cunt! Take it out of my wrist! What are you looking at? Well, the tricks like this why you can't have a pen. I had a pen in my pocket, but I came in when they took it. Then it would have gone. And my keys. Where'd you take those? We'll have to search your flat, Mr. Walker. Tell them not to touch anything.
Okay.
Let me show you something.
Whew.
Do you recognize this?
Hello.
Yes. So you know what's inside it?
How do I pronounce that? Is that Mariani or Miarani?
Why?
Mariani? I suck at pronouncing names, and people can never pronounce mine, which is crazy. So hopefully I did say your name right. We better go in with the fun part. We're going to be airbrushing soon. We are going to be making the details of the nails soon. So it's going to all be coming together. Hopefully I'm able to get done before I have to get my daughter from school. I have to leave the house by 3 o'clock. To go get her. The latest is probably about 3:05 that I can go get her from school. So, yeah. We go hope that our chrome goes on good today.
So you want to know about my childhood and I be like, that's okay. Okay, great. One child, mother was distant, drank too much. Dad, he was an unpredictable, violent guy who could never be appeased. So I understand that he must have been damaged himself. But as a small kid in the second chair. Then I was packed up to school where I was bullied, struggling to year after listen. I'm trying to put this pure story with an overview of my formative years.
So cute. Okay. I'm satisfied with the Frenchies and everything. We got our brushes. So now we are going to add our lines Oh, shoot. I'm gonna do this Frenchie on another one because I already got, yeah, I'm tripping. Okay. So now we need to add our airbrush in here. It's been a while since I've used my airbrush machine, so y'all know we gotta do a nice little hefty removal. So I'm gonna remove the pink that was in here. Yeah. That pink that was stuck in here. I feel like when I do it like that, it gets the big gulp of polish out. Yeah, but instead of using black flowers, oh, I can just use the white ones. How about that? Yeah, I can just do that. Okay. All right, so we gonna take a little bit of this orange. And let's see how this performs. I do want to fold over a little bit. I'm dropping everything. Ugh. Okay. So now we are gonna do this. But now that I'm looking at it, I should have did the yellow first. Crap. Let me do the yellow first because I want this to turn out right. So, good thing that I didn't use a lot of product. I'm learning to just use a literal drip drop. Okay, but I think the orange is out. Good. So we can go ahead and add our color on here. let's add some of this yellow. All right. Okay. Here he goes, nothing. And then you probably can't even see this pop up on here. Okay, yeah, you can. Ooh, I love that. Okay. Okay. So we got that. Cute. I like that a whole lot. This live is bunk. This live is sucky. But this is what happens when you stop utilizing what they give you. They make you suffer. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and dry this in the lamp. Remind you, my take is gonna be a little bit different. Everything will not be the exact same, but we gonna make it work as best as we can. Just waiting for my hand to come out this nail lamp. And then